Yo, what up YouTube? This is Chuito with my second custom shoe exhibition. And this pretty much represents the first pair I've done on request for a good friend of mine. And he's a turtle fan, I'm a turtle fan. So I had fun working on these shoes. These shoes pretty much represent the first two issues of the Ninja Turtle comic books way back in the day. Before the TV show, before the toys, before the whole turtle craze, there was a straight up Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman's Ninja Turtles. And this was way back in the day where it was all black and white, and the times it was in color, the Turtles all wore red bandanas. It was badass, it was crazy violent, and they killed gang members for practice. They were no joke. Well, anyway, hopefully I could get a really good focus on these sneakers. So there's a lot of detail in here. What I did was I looked up online the first two issues and took images from them and basically just rearranged them to I guess tell a story. And I really kind of wanted to tell a story with these shoes, because seeing as how it's a comic book and they're story driven and whatnot. So what I did, each shoe represents an issue. This left shoe represents the first issue, and this second shoe represents the second. So let me just start talking about them. Anyway, we have the first issue right here. As you can see, it says 584, which represents the date that this issue came out. And what I did was, in each side of the shoe, it basically represents one point in the story. Well, as you can see, this one represents the origin, like the darker side here, and on the lighter side you have the battle. And in retrospect, I probably should have had the battle in black, but seeing as I'm just was more focused on emulating the issue, and it was dark since they're in the sewer here, and out here they're in the on tops of buildings fighting in the city, so it made sense. So I'm still glad how it came out anyway. But let me just do something right here and zoom in so you can get a good detail. And I think I just managed to figure out how to do this. Hold on. There we go. So as you can see, we got Splinter here, and he's pretty much flashbacking to his old master here, and the Shredder killing his old master there. And these are pretty much, I didn't make any of these images up. They're straight. This is how they look like in the comic book. And let me see, here we go. There's the origin, and you see the turtles slowly evolving to how we know them today, whatnot. And on the other side, woo, we have the battle here with Shredder. And funny enough, here's a little fun fact. In the first issue, they fight the Shredder, and in the first issue, they kill Shredder. So that's pretty interesting, seeing as how in the series, he's like the main bad guy, but he never goes away, because otherwise, you know TV shows, they don't kill off characters that quickly. But in this issue, they kill him off right off the bat. But I think he comes back in a later issue. I heard somebody talking about that. I might have to look that up. But yeah, we have all four turtles here, fighting the Foot, and pretty happy with that came out. And right here you can see Volume 1, Number 1, and that quote right here, "Foot, join me," and that's when they come in and get their asses kicked. But yeah, in the middle of the shoe right here, I got this idea from a friend of mine too, where I have pretty much the caption bubbles that are found in the issue all around here. So you see, like, "Curse you," and "Come face your doom," and "Shredder, do you fear us?" I like that one. That was badass. But yeah, these are all in that issue, and I gotta give props to my boy for giving me that idea. It was one of the shoes he was working on where it was just nothing but comic book captions and sound effects and whatnot. And this is one of the ideas he came up with when he was working on the shoe. So I thought I'd honor him, and I'll copy him. I copied him. But seeing as how these shoes are for him, I think he'd be cool with it. Yeah, as you can see, both shoes have Kevin Eastman Eastman and Laird's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the tongue, which is just a simple iron-on. I haven't figured out a better solution, but iron-on seems to be working for me. And they all have the shell on the back, because where else? It just seems right. Put that there, and you get a sense of like black and white contrast on each side of the turtle shell, which I like. And my signature there, my little nickname I'm trying to get. Hopefully it catches on. And let me see, now that you've seen the first issue, let me introduce you to the second issue, right home. There we go. This one was released October 84, month I was born, right on. And this one introduces the Mousers and Baxter Stockman, as well as April O'Neil. And in the issue, there's another fun fact. In the comic book, April O'Neil didn't start out as a TV reporter. Although still not sure whether she even was a TV reporter at all in the comic, but I'm gonna have to read on. But in here, she starts out as Baxter's assistant, and eventually, when she catches wind of what the monsters are really for, he turns on her and basically sicks the monsters on her. And needless to say, she was fired in the process. And eventually, she gets rescued by the turtles and whatnot. And then we have the battle with the mousers soon after. So you see a lot of sound effects, bangs, and what is it, height? I love that. That's freaking funny. Slash. You see all the carnage there. And a little fun fact for the shoe itself is that in each side, with the exception of this side with the mousers, each side of the shoes have four turtles, all four turtles. So we got in here, we got Mikey, we got Raph, we got Leo, and we got Don doing his computer thing with April. And in the first issue, we have all four turtles. Although you can read this as one simply evolving, but at least as long as it's four, that's cool with me. And of course we got one. I think that's Don. I'm not sure. Raph. I think that's Mikey. I'm getting a little out of focus here. And of course Leo. Oh, someone's getting a phone call, but I'm not gonna pick up because I am busy. Let's see who it is.
Call from the Ready Carlos.
I don't know who that is. Let me see if my roommate picks it up.
Call from the Ready Carlos.
Carlos is gonna have to wait.
Carlos.
Oh, come on. If it's important, the machine will get it.
The Ready Carlos.
Okay, let's continue. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, as you've already noticed, these shoes have signatures. And I went to a Comic Con in Boston last year and managed to get Peter Laird to sign the shoes, which I thought was awesome. And he must have loved them because he asked that he have a picture taken. Oh, was it me? No, I took a picture of him holding the shoes, and he took a picture of me holding the shoes. And suffice to say, his picture came out. Well, mine came out better because mine was with him holding, and his was just me looking all as goofy as I was trying not to be holding the shoes. But yeah, he posted on his blog. I'll be sure to leave a little pop-up window like right here about where you can find that website. And I'm not just doing it so check out my picture with my shoes. No, like check out that site. It's really dope, especially if you're a fan. And you can look all the back issues of, well, not all. You can see the very first issues like I did and read them. And they're really dope. So what happened was I forgot to deglaze this area. So when I had him start signing with the Micron pen, it started to be off, and I was panicking. So in a panic move, I said, sign this one with Sharpie, because the Sharpie I'm sure won't come off. So what I did was afterwards, I rushed home, put a nice little glaze on here very carefully, and managed to preserve the signature. So and I did the same for this anyway. But before up to me, I'd probably just paint over this signature and hunt down Kevin Eastman to make this pair complete. Laird, Eastman, it just seems so right. But seeing as how they're not my shoes, they're not my responsibility anymore. They're my friend's responsibility. So it's really up to him to hunt down Kevin Eastman and make him sign it. And so yeah, those are the shoes. And before I go, I want to show you this. They were nice enough to sign my box. Hopefully I can. There we go. And I got Peter Laird to sign the box, and many of the other Mirage artists to sign and do a little doodle. I just asked for the signature. They were nice enough to actually draw like little freaking drawings on the box. So I know my friend's gonna get a kick out of that. So they're really cool dudes. I'll be sure to have their names here. So you can look up their work. So yeah, hope you like the shoes, and I hope to post some new stuff real soon. And feel free in the comments to leave, any ideas, any shoes you would like me to do, and I'll be happy to consider it. All right, take it easy. Peace.